Hello, universal beings. We are Conscious Convos, and we made this video so you can get to know a couple of us. Let's go first. How about Sean?
Dylan, how did you get into spirituality?
Well, it started when I was about 14 and I got into Joe Rogan. I started watching some of his videos on sensory deprivation tanks and DMT. It all really started with the DMT because I wanted to try a drug, but I was kind of like anti-drug at that time. So I wanted something that wasn't really a drug. And I found it's produced in your mind, so I felt like that was a little bit better because it was something produced in your mind in all plants, so I felt good with that. And then I started getting into like a sensory deprivation tank and lucid dream videos. And then I just kind of like stopped watching that for a while. And then like 7 months ago, I broke up with my girlfriend, and I saw one of Koi's videos, and I just started watching it. He had a lucid dreaming video, and I wanted to start getting back into that. And then I saw an astral projection video, which I hadn't heard about before, so I started getting into that, and I thought it was really cool. And I just kind of kept watching his videos because he seemed like a cool guy, and I realized I agreed with a lot of his opinions on stuff because he kind of takes it from a neutral standpoint and explains it from there, so you get a good view of what you might think about it too. And I just kind of started. Uh, After a while, I got into Buddhism, and then here I am now.
That's good.
DJ, how did you first get into spirituality?
I first got, honestly, how I originally got into it wasn't anything too spectacular. Um, I was about the age 12, 13. My family moved. I lost all my friends in my immediate family and was just pretty lonely. Didn't have like anything to do, so I'd always sleep. And I realized that when I sleep, I'd have dreams about my family and my old life. So I kind of started studying dreams and dream states, dream patterns, etc., etc., and just kind of coasted through that for probably about 2 or so years. And then about 2 years ago, I came across Koi Fresco's video on lucid dreaming, which just like blew my mind because I thought I knew everything there was to know about dreaming. And I just began to attempt and practice that and started working with that. I also started getting to some of his other videos, such as astral projection and other stuff, and kind of working around on those. And other than that, I've just always been someone who asks questions and always wants answers. And I felt that this was kind of the way to go for that. That's a little bit of my story. Um, how about you, Malik? How did you get to spirituality?
Oh man, Eckhart Tolle was a big factor in me getting into spirituality. Before, like the symptoms, what I was going through, I thought I was like going crazy at first, but he put it in perspective into his book. I was already like versed in psychology, like I studied psychology, the subconscious, and all that, but this spirituality is something much different than like psychology, just like on a different level. So it's like, yeah, I read his book, The Power of Now, and that book really just like changed my life on everything. Materialism, my relationship with my family, friends, just how I look at life and perceive life. I believe there was another question. I'm not. There's another question, right? Or
What do you mean?
You just pick the person, dude.
oh, I'll pass it to Juliana.
Can't hear.
We can't hear
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me
Yeah, I can hear you.
We'll just cut it all out, maybe.
now? Okay. So my spiritual path came into my life through a synchronicity of different events. Around the same time, I began taking yoga classes and belly dance classes as a way to like get exercise, and then I started to begin learning about the spiritual history of those activities. And then also, I began to become more interested in reading and getting out of a depressive state of mind and into a conscious state of mind. And I also, around the same time, met somebody who introduced me to a spiritual path as well and introduced me to veganism. And even around the same time, I began getting into minimalism to reduce my anxiety. So I feel like the spiritual path was really brought into my life through a lot of different ways and just is starting to come together in a really cool way that is working for me really nicely. So I guess, who else? Brooklyn, have you talked about your spiritual path?
I have not.
You should talk about it.
Okay. So basically, when I was in high school, I kind of knew from an earlier age around that time that I didn't want the average life that people had. I wanted something different. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 job for the rest of my life, buying a nice house and a nice car. I wanted more than that. I didn't want to work for these materialistic things. I think the desire for more really took me to psychology, and I really started to research. I started to put in a lot of time into researching how to better my life, how to take control of it. And I studied a lot of psychology. I got into actualize.org on YouTube. And from psychology, that led me to spirituality. And I really started to notice things in my life that from an early age, I just noticed how messed up things were, and I noticed how twisted things were, and I felt like I needed to question my reality, what's going on the media, what's on the news I watch every day, what's in the music I'm listening to. So that definitely kind of shocked me. It took me back, and I really started to question everything in my life, and that's definitely what led me to spirituality and led me to pay attention to what's going on around me in my environment. Sean, you can talk about your story.
Yeah, so what led me to get into spirituality? It came to me chiefly because things were going wrong in my life, and I realized that, and I sought to better myself, so I naturally turned to the internet, and I came across a video by actualize.org, and I was looking for a way to make more money because I thought that was the way to happiness. And from that actualized video, I learned that really what I was looking for was not more money to be more happy. It was more of a more freedom thing. And so I kind of dug from there, and now I'm starting to really realize that there is no way to happiness, and that happiness is the way. So quite literally, you have to understand yourself and become happy before you can achieve happiness. It's not through external things. And truisms and like that and other things have just really settled in me and made me want to continue and grow more and learn more, and that's why I'm on this path.
That's great, bro.
Like it.
That's just great how we all connect like this too. It's only been a week and
I think it's like a week and a half now.
yeah. No, I think it's about maybe a
Wow.
week. And we feel like we've known each other for like forever. Just in a short period of time. It's crazy.
We actually
Yeah.
met off of a YouTube video about how to meet spiritual friends. And
From
we
Koi.
all, I feel like we're all in the same situation where we're all going through this new chapter of our life. Everything's new, and we're not quite comfortable yet. And we're all trying to find friends, trying to find someone to share these experiences with, just so we can feel a little bit more comfort. and we actually met online about a week ago, and here we are, Skyping every night,
Making
talking all the
videos.
time. It's really
Yeah, I
great.
feel like we're kindred spirits.
We
No, we
almost
really.
noticed.
Oh, go ahead, DJ.
We just owe most of this to Coy. Without him, this wouldn't have been.
Definitely. And we
I'd
really
probably be
wanted.
asleep right now.
When we created this channel, we really just wanted to reach out because we know it's other people just like us out here in the world that are looking like for their tribe or their group of friends because they really don't know what they're going through. So we really just wanted to reach out to everybody and let them know that they're not alone, pretty much.
Especially people our age, because I know we definitely felt before we all got together that we were kind of in this alone at our age. Like it was only older people that got into stuff like this, but then we kind of started to
Absolutely, yeah.
realize a
That's
lot of
right. Yeah.
younger people are doing this now too.
Yeah.
We should
It's
tell
like
everyone
we
our
saw
ages,
ourselves
by the way.
sort of on the conveyor belt of life, like Brooklyn was saying, and you can kind of see where you're going, and it didn't sit right with us, and that's why we're looking for something else.
Absolutely. I think we could tell everyone our age. Maybe our viewers would like to know that.
I'm 20 years old.
I'm 20.
I'm 19.
18.
I'm
The old.
17.
I'm the old one. I'm 21.
You're not that much older than us.
Okay, so what has influenced you the most in your life? Malik.
This guy right here has influenced me so much more than anybody in this entire world. More than me. So that's another reason why I'm still like I'm so passionate about what I do because I realize like it's like how do you express it? See, I'm expressive and it's hard for me to put it into words because I'm just expressing myself so much through movement. It's like you literally can change your reality through like by changing your mindset towards like your attitude towards like it's like he's shown me that like whatever it is you're going through, you can change your mindset, you can change your life. It's like he inspired me to know like who I was in the past is that's the past, and I choose right now in this moment if I choose to be different.
Absolutely.
It's like it's so much stuff like. But yeah, what about you, DJ?
Biggest influence, honestly, two, at least. I mean, Coy Fresco. I mean, I found his videos, and he just really just just like makes you think and makes you ask questions and answers some of them. He's definitely a huge influence. He's who got me into this. But another person that I've really been binge listening to and just love is Alan Watts. And he was definitely just another big influence that I still have a lot more to learn about. And there's probably countless other people whose names I couldn't say. But just, yeah, those are my two biggest. How about you, Sean?
Well, the person who's influenced me the most in my life is Coach Corey Wayne, and his work came to me when I had a relationship that was going sideways, and so of course I didn't want that, so I was like trying to figure out how I could change things around, and well I came when I came to him, he made me realize that what I really wanted was more so to change myself, and in doing that, I can come from a place of being centered, calm, and collected, and that's really what life is about. Not coming from a place of neediness like I was. And his work really teaches the fundamentals of life, which is that you need to sort out your health, your psychology, and your spirituality, and that's what I love the most about him. Let's hear your perspective, Dylan.
Well, probably what's influenced me the most in my life would be like something that's influenced me the most in my life would be seeing everything from like the different, being in all the different classes. Whenever I first started out, it was just me and my mom in Detroit, and my dad left to go start up his own roofing company. So we were just kind of barely scraping by there, just me and my mom in Detroit. And then that was up until like sixth grade. And then, so then my dad's company really took off, so he had me come over and live with him. And so I just kind of went from the bottom to the top, and he just had living in a big house and everything. And then he ended up losing the company, so then we dropped down. We were kind of like in the middle. And then he started working for someone else. And a few years later, he ended up losing his job. So I was right back to the bottom again, just kind of scraping by in life, not even knowing if we were going to have a house the next month, not even knowing if we'd have enough money to pay rent. And back in the middle here again, doing pretty good, steady. Can't complain about anything. I can't complain about being at the bottom either, because I mean, there's just so much beauty in life. But probably there's three people who have really influenced my life in this timeline order. It'd be Joe Rogan, then Coy, then Alan Watts, and like DJ said, I listen to hour and a half of his speeches every day. So, what do you think, Brooklyn? What's influenced you the most in your life?
Well, what's influenced me the most to get into spirituality was definitely personal growth. Um, Once I got into that and wanting to better my life, that was it for me. I wanted it all. I wanted to know what happened, like why everything happens and for what reason and how we got here. I just got so inspired. So getting into
Yeah.
personal growth really helped me. Another big influence on my path has been Bob Proctor. I really love his teachings. I love the way he speaks. I love the way he teaches that reality is basically controlled by your mind, and if you like your thoughts create things, and like what you think in your head you can hold in your hand. And I just think that concept is amazing, and it's definitely changed my life now that I've incorporated it into my daily routine. So that's he's also been a big influence in my life as well. Juliana, what's your biggest influence in your life?
I would agree that my biggest influence is personal development. And then I would also say that two two individuals who have greatly influenced me in my spiritual journey and my artwork, since I'm an artist, would be the poet Rumi and the Guru Ram Dass, because both of them have taught me to always stay mindful and to always view and appreciate the beauty in every moment in life, anywhere you are on earth.
Alright, so next question is what do you want to see out of this channel? Why are you on here? And what's your purpose here? So let's start off with Brooklyn.
Why I'm on this channel, I think why we all are on this channel is really just trying to connect with people, trying to let everyone know that's on this path. There's other people here going through the same thing. We're all here for you. People are a lot more open than you think they are. Um, we all have to deal with the same things. We all have to deal with family and how that affects our journey. We all have to deal with friends. A lot of new changes are happening in our lives. And I think we're all trying to cope with that. And I think it's a lot easier. I know from my experience meeting these guys a week ago, it's been a lot easier when you can explain questions, and you have so many questions in this time, and having people to share this experience with makes it a lot easier. So really the purpose of this channel is to bring together everyone around this, make a community of people that can be here for each other, answer questions, get to know each other, just have someone to talk to while we're going through this. And you don't have to go through it alone. It is tough when you do. So you want everyone to know that we're here for you. There's so many people we're gonna have following us that you can talk to. You can talk to us ourselves, and that's the main goal of this channel, is to just spread knowledge and connect people.
Yeah.
For sure.
And also even
I think
and
Brooklyn, you were supposed to pick the next person. What I want to see for this channel is, number one, to kind of show my progression and all of our progression and what we learn and what we know. Just to show you that we're just pretty much a regular human being. We're not perfect, we're not this, we're not that. But also to show that there's other people out there. Because I studied for about 2 years, but I haven't really been on my journey that long. And it's very discouraging.
also, I think that really shows in America, especially like with things like fast food, and we're just so lazy here. We just want things now, and if you have to work towards it or work for it, you're worried it might not be worth it, so it's just not worth putting the effort in to actually do it.
Yeah.
And also, like Brooklyn, they'll probably tell you. I mean, even just to teach you little things, like the first or second time we got on here, Malik just showed Brooklyn how to sit on a pillow and meditate. It's just that one of those things that it's simple, but it's hard to find stuff to get advice on because people just think it's so simple.
I mean, one of my questions was, how do you meditate in a lotus position without your legs falling asleep? And for a beginner, that's a big issue. Like, if I want to meditate for an hour, but my legs fall asleep within 30 minutes. So I wanted to know, and I'm glad I found out.
Anybody else have anything to say on what they want to see out of the channel?
From everybody in here as well, not just like outside, but actually everybody in the group as well. Like tremendous growth from all of us.
And plus everybody watching too. I mean, we want you to progress with us. It's a journey, and we're all doing this together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want people to see how real it is. Like, this is not scripted or thought up or contrived. This is just like reality as it comes together in various ways.
That's why I wanted to do it like this too. I mean, to show you that what we're saying is what we're really living by, and we're doing what we say. It's not something where we're just going on here trying to get views, getting into spirituality like some other people do. Because
even if we only have 10 subscribers, that's just the awesomest thing ever.
I mean, even if we could just change one person's life, that means we did something that good the channel.
Absolutely.
All right. So last question, guys. What is the topic you're most excited to talk about on this channel? Let's start off with Sean.
The topic I'm definitely most excited to talk about is psychology. Psychology is so extremely interesting to me, the way that different situations can be handled by people according to various fallacies and biases in their brain, and how it affects society in general, and how marketers and government can control us using those. So it's super interesting to me, and it applies to everything in life. Let's hear what you would like to talk about on the channel. Juliana.
So I'm probably going to be most excited to talk about psychology as well, and also I would say like holistic health. I'm excited to talk about that as well. What are you excited for, Malik?
Definitely psychology. I want to blend that and spirituality together. So it's going to be like cool getting mix those together and see how they, tie into each other. So definitely excited about that. What about you, Brooklyn?
Just like you said, I'm definitely really stoked about psychology. I'm so excited to talk about the law of attraction. I love the law of attraction. Like everyone knows that. It's really interesting. Definitely psychology, like you said, merging that and spirituality together is just really, really interesting. I definitely um, am very excited to talk about those. What about you, Dylan?
Well, I don't know if I'm the only one with a different one that I'm excited to talk about, but I am super into philosophy. My bookshelf is covered in philosophical books, and it's like I'm the only person in class whenever we're talking about philosophers and stuff. Like everyone else is sitting like, just get through this, and I'm sitting like, yes, let's go. Like we were watching a video today in sociology, and like I'm pretty sure nobody wants to be in that class except me. They were sitting there, and the teacher was like, "Were you guys bored with that video?" And they're like, "Yes." And I was like, "Shut up! That was an awesome video, and I loved it." So, what are you most excited to talk about, DJ?
I'll pretty much be the whole mind. That's pretty much me, with the lucid dreaming, astral projections, the power of thought and other things like that. That's more of just my go-to stuff that I've studied for a good amount of time. Definitely philosophy. It's not something I'm new to, but something I'm very interested in. So I'll probably be talking about that. And, a couple extra things up my sleeve sooner or later that I'll talk about as well. Thanks, guys, for watching this video. Check back in next week when we start discussing a couple other topics. And if you have any questions, let us know. Peace.
Bye.